Agility through excellence, very important. Quality and excellence could be delivered not just by actually, you know, being very adamant and rigid, but it's about agility, about how you accept the change, embrace the change. And then that's why we do a lot of refactoring. We discuss this again, very important for agile development, refactoring. So you refactor, you create some, because of the fact that you deliver something quickly, there's a potential, there's a problem that could potentially happen with the code quality. So maybe it's not really well written, it's not so much of documentation is there. So you can take a pause, pause after about a few sprints, and then say, in this sprint, let's try and look at how we can make this code better. So you don't have the spaghetti code everywhere. So that's again a point about how you can improve the code quality, how you can improve the overall quality of the product in a better way. So refactoring, very important. We'll discuss that in the next slide. Minimalism approach, again, it's important. Simplicity, very, very important. The amount of work not done is important. So it's the beauty of this. It's actually trying to focus on the work that is not done and maximize that, so that you're actually trying to minimize the work that is done at that point of time. So you've got only the visibility to the next sprint. Don't worry about the next year, 2021, 2022. Don't worry about all the complexities. Just focus on the next immediate delivery and then deliver it. That's important. Self-organizing teams, when you empower the teams, obviously, as we discussed, they're the best people to actually kind of organize, they manage themselves. There is no manager in an agile team. Remember that. The Scrum Master, so-called, is a facilitator. They're not a project manager in the traditional way that you have. Because the team always comes up with their own solution. They come up with their ideas. They plan, they deliver, they estimate, they own everything. And introspection, again, looking back at how you're delivering, looking back at how the product is shaped, you're trying to actually kind of improve. And this looking back is not after 2 years, right? Unlike the waterfall, you're actually looking at this every sprint. At the end of 3 weeks, you're looking at this and then say, hey, how did it go? How did we deliver? What were the kind of processes that we followed? Do they need any kind of improvement? Can we do it any better? Can we have this tool to automate? Can we have one person to actually manage the code library so they can actually have a check in terms of how people are checking out and checking in the code? Yeah, so let's appoint a configuration library and a configuration CI as a role. One of the developers could have that role. So all these ideas, you're coming out with these ideas based on how it has been working the last sprint. So it actually gets added. So you actually write them down and say that, well, let's do it this way. And then you follow it and then look back at it, whether how it is working, and then change it in the next sprint if required. There's nothing that is a hard and fast rule in sprint in Agile. So again, look back at that change, and then after 3 weeks, again, make change if that is not working. So it's all about that sense of transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Very, very vital for these